Kyle!
Four young boys
in Colorado.
On a trip from hell.
I can't take it! Somebody help us!
Trapped in an unforgiving mountain wilderness with no way out.
So, of course, as I mentioned, you got this parodying of, like, I guess these reality-based type shows that are popular. Even to this day, this is like the same style that they do of, like, four friends walked into the forest and they didn't know what they were going to expect. But what they found out was a whole new discovery of personal development and traveler. It's SMB boys in the woods. You know what I mean? Some bullshit like that.
It's also edited like the same exact way. It's like every time Trey and Matt do this, you know that because they had just binged like 60 hours of this, eating chips and, I don't know, doing acid or whatever they do.
Doing acid and whatever they do. So continuing on, here's now
on tonight's episode of I Should Have Never Gone Ziplining.
The episode starts up.
Ask there for a second.
No! Help! We're trapped!
Now it says the events of this movie took place in the Colorado Rockies. This is a true story.
Totally is. They always are.
It's a true story. So we get the boys,
It's
as I
the
mentioned.
last day of spring break, and all over the small mountain town of South Park, students are trying to have as much fun as possible.
Yeah, that guy, he's got a very synonymous voice. We'll find out more in the trivia. So he continues to narrate this, and then the boys are also talking, like, being interviewed as well for this documentary.
Really adventurous. We could go to the city pool. They have a water slide. No, I'm not getting in a pool with Kenny. He has herpes.
It's like, where do you come up with this stuff, Cartman? I mean, I believe it. Kenny might have herpes. I don't know.
I mean, it's funny because he does say he has herpes, and then Kenny's going to retort here. It's a cold sore. That's right, Scoop. But Cartman's saying, yeah, dude, that's fucking herpes.
Technically, both is true. Okay. Goodness, we've all been there.
No, I have not had a cold sore. Anyway.
Oh, well,
Look at his lip. You got herpes, dude.
No.
Cold sore is what girls call it, Kenny. It's actually herpes. Come on, guys. The day's wasting away. What would be something really cool we could do? And then, like, out of nowhere, somebody came up with the idea of
right. And then here's what Cartman, and then obviously we cut back to Kyle now, and he's going to introduce the fact that somebody came up with the idea to do ziplining.
Sore is what girls call it, Kenny. It's actually herpes. Come on, guys. The day's wasting away. What would be something really cool we could do? And then, like, out of nowhere, somebody came up with the idea of ziplining.
Anything else?
Ziplining. That could be really cute. We've definitely not done that before. I think there's a place just outside of town. I'll see if my Uncle Jimbo will drop us off.
So the narrator continues, and as I mentioned, they get their Uncle Jim to drop them off. And this is while they're sitting there on the ride there. Cartman is still ripping on Kenny. Look, guys, he got herpes. I'm touching you guys. So like he does this over and over. And it looks like Kyle and Stan are smiling. Like they're getting a little joy from it as well, because it is kind of funny.
We were in a good mood, just joking around, mostly making fun of Kenny's herpes. Sick, Kenny. You got herpes, dude. I almost touched it. Sick. Oh, sick, Kenny. No. Gross. Did you hear that, guys? Kenny says it's just a fever blister. You sound like a chick, Kenny. That's herpes, dude. You got that shit till you die.
Jesus God. All right, look, I think 80% of people are... Shut up. Stop making me feel bad. Anyway.
Let's start here. They get dropped off here. And I want to point something out here as I was watching this episode back tonight. Look how much they had to fucking pay to go ziplining, guys. Like $80 $80 a trip, but it also says individual group kids get 10% off. So I mean 10% of $8, so $72 each. So they each got to pay $72 to come in and fucking zipline.
That's almost the exact price of a certain technological device. I don't know what that device may mean or may be, but maybe we'll find out. Also, tubing is $65 an hour to sit in a tube on water that's already moving. You can just do that anywhere else.
Like
Sewers,
it looks like kayak and canoe is like your best option to what to do with these adventure packages. You know what I mean?
Kayaking involves the rental of an entire boat, yet tubing is literally 10 to 11 times more expensive. That's ridiculous. I think this place needs to be burnt down. Go ahead, Matt.
Well, I'd also maybe we have to make the I guess I don't know assumption if they're making payments of $80 to $100 for ziplining, that like the trips like ATVing and rafting and tubing, maybe those are with groups, so you're basically paying for that tour guide and to keep you safe.
Ugh.
Whereas when you go kayaking and canoeing, you're basically on your own.
Kayaking, my first kayaking experience really sucked because the water was too low and they didn't tell anybody that. So basically, you had to drag your ass the entire mile, and it was horrible. But also, this is exactly what any of these places look like. It's got like the fake stone cashier counter. You can buy beanies, you can buy jackets. Once again, South Park just nailing it all the way down to the ground.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, question for you. Did you ever get the opportunity to, go hang out in the fucking, go down Tempe Town Lake, do the tubing bullshit kind of thing?
No, I never went tubing down Tempe Town Lake or anything like that. I did do rappelling and ziplining when we had the port call in Australia, though, and it's kind of funny. Like, you would think, like, maybe being on the other side of the equator, other side of the globe, all of that shit, like, they might do things a little differently. Nope. Just same fucking shit.
They know the white people are coming, so they got to do it the same kind of way. Otherwise, the white people are going to be like, what is this? This is such savagery.
It's going to be some dude just shows up. That doesn't work for me, brother.
Joe's actually gone kayaking quite a bit to the point where his heel name in wrestling was the Kayak. Isn't that right,
Joe? Yeah, sure.
No, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. One time when I was over at Joe's house, he said, "If you touch that, that's a paddling," and I was like, "Oh shit!" So I get the fucking connection there, Joe. I'm a Simpsons fan.
Apparently, I'm Jasper. I have a fake leg with a bullet in it.
And a long beard.
Scraggly beard.
Time to be alive.
Get out.
Darling, I got a beard.
You got 3 minutes. 3 minutes at $6 a minute.
Talk back to the teacher. That's a peddling. You get out of line. Oh, you best believe. That's a peddling.
That's a peddling.
That's a peddling. That's what
old gray mare. She ain't what she used to be. Now the old gray mare dancers. I'm sorry.
What in the world?
Oh, he's a trivia god of many things, and Simpsons is one of them as well.
Green Acres is the place to be.
So here we go, boys. Now at the Adventure Club, the Backcountry Adventure Club.
Did you just call them boys for now?
Boys for now.
Isn't it called Boys to Men?
Well, this is Boys for Now.
Boys for now.
Helmets and some gear, and we'll get up there and hit that fresh nar-nar.
And so they put us in these harnesses and helmets.
Hit that fresh nar-nar.
Realizing, oh wow,
that was Joe's other heel name.
Pretty dangerous.
All right, you guys look ready to zip line.
At that.
Okay, just follow me over to the waiting room, and we'll have you take a seat with you.
I just want to point out.
Why does Kenny has his helmet over his hoodie?
I was going to say that.
It's an extra layer of cushioning.
That's fair.
I don't blame him.
He's got very sensitive herpes. He can't get injured.
Do you guys think from an animation standpoint, Cartman's character kind of actually looks better in a helmet like this?
Nah, because his hair is dumb.
He somehow looks less fat.
Yeah.
Because it seems like his beanie is so stretched out when in any scene. And the helmets are all comparatively about the same size. So if anything, it looks like, Kenny and Stan have tiny heads and shit. But it's like Cartman looks less fat here.
Bro, as soon as you said that, now I can actually see it all. No, I see it now too, bro. Now that you said it,
yeah,
I see it. I'm like, okay, Kyle and Stan do appear to be smaller here. You are correct. And so Kenny's he's just standing with his fucking helmet on his head.
Kenny.
Uh-oh.
Here's what I find out.
And we were like, others?
Others.
We have to do this with other people?
Other people?
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi.
The boys have just made a sobering discovery. For 10-year-old Stan Marsh, the realization that he will be with a tour group has caused his adrenal gland to
It's
slow
literally
down.
dumb ways to die.
The average human acts a certain way when surrounded by friends and family.
This
But in
and
a
I
tour
shouldn't be
group,
alive.
The brain
Yeah.
has to work overtime, acting nice and pretending to care about people on the tour.
Hey, how are you? Good.
Good. How are you?
So then we sit there.
It does
Oh,
fully
Lord.
encapsulate that feeling when you're in a public setting and do you have people that want to make conversation with you and you're like, good, I'm doing great. Thanks. How's it going?
The funny thing is, oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's just, you're sitting in these uncomfortable situations and you're like, I don't really want to talk, or in a weird situation. I don't know who you are, but now we're going to become acquaintances. Yay.
Yeah, like friends for this shuttle ride, and then once I leave, I'll both never want to remember you and then forget you immediately. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Fuck. God damn it.
His head is too filled with trivia. His memory is gone.
Yeah, trivia, not weed and
We were talking
concussions,
about it being in awkward situations where you have to talk to people and you don't want to talk to people.
Oh, okay, yes, thank you. This episode, helped teach me what the spoon theory is. And, only having enough energy or enough fucking spoons to deal with, so much fucking shit.
Wait, what do you mean spoons? Explain spoons to us, Joe.
Fuck. It's really deep to go into. I don't want to do that right now, but it's like you can only hold so many spoons, or a spoon can only hold so much. Yada yada.
Yeah. I think they teach you that in therapy, like certain types of therapy. They're like, you can only hold, I don't know, it's probably spoons. And then you hand those out throughout the day. And when you run out of spoons, and it's like, you can't get those back. And then then they teach you there are people that will come and take more spoons than they should. And it goes on and on and on. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, these boys.
As
we're going to find out, Joe, these boys are going to run out of spoons pretty immediately.
They run out of fucks to give pretty quickly.
They've got no spoons to give, that's for sure.
Turns into sporks. Go ahead.
There for 30 minutes because we had to wait for this couple who was running late.
All right, our last zipliners are here. Sorry we made you wait, everybody.
Not only
did they make them wait. Not only did they make them wait, bro, but sorry, here, that's what I was trying to get back to it. This couple ends up being the bane of these kids' existence in the first half of this adventure.
Well, because it's always the fucking asshole. They already have it going against them that they're fucking late. Which, first of all, if you're 30 minutes fucking late, I don't care that you fucking paid for this experience.
Move on, yeah, fuck them.
We're leaving without you. You're lucky we waited even 15 for your ass, but 30, fuck you.
Oh yeah, I'm popping their fucking tube at that point.
That's how cruises are.
I am hoping they drown in the rapids so quickly.
Cruise will leave without you.
All right, moving back into the episode here. Now, here's as we were mentioning, the boys are now going to be subject to these adults giving them boring stories, as well as asking too many freaking questions, limiting their ability to get this ziplining underway.
Buddy.
Inside Kyle's mouth, the muscles contract to force a smile. Even though in his brain, Kyle is thinking, dude, fuck you.
We don't mind. Now everyone was there. We thought things would start getting fun.
Wait, no.
That's when we had to watch the safety.
Welcome to Backcountry Adventures. Well, hey there, Michael. Hey there, Mike.
So it's one of these videos where somebody recorded themselves in front of a green screen or outside. And now they're talking to themselves, you know what I mean?
I hate shit like this.
Dude, that is so old hat.
And so this was really cool in 1905 when they did it with Gertie the dinosaur, and never since.
Look, so one math teacher went viral in 2006 because he did this in a sermon. Good, I'm still stuck on guns in church. In a lecture, and then now everyone's done it. I have done corporate videography for an extremely long time, and I've gotten at least 3 or 4 requests of some CEO or VP doing a talk in front of everybody and being like, "Hey, can I get a video where I'm presenting it, but also I'm talking to myself on stage while," and I'm like, no, dude, that's going to be so cringy and embarrassing. I just say it in a nice corporate way.
Well
Fair.
said there. Well said.
Very well said.
That's actually how Matt got his job.
What?
He walked into the room with a video of himself, and then he started talking to himself in the background. Matt, why should you work at? Well, that's a great question there, Matt.
Well, I'm Matt. And I'm Matt. And together we are Matt.
Hey, Darren, good luck cutting this
I
one.
don't know, 10, maybe 15 minutes of pure hell.
Oh, and don't forget to take in the Nar. Back to you, Michael.
Isn't Nar like
Anybody have any
surfing?
questions?
Take it in there.
Like,
So
isn't Nar water, dude? What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, taking the Nar, dude. So basically, Shaka Bra.
I think it's all. I think it's everything. I think like Nar is all encompassing. I don't know.
So Nar would be, I guess, I don't know. You're right, because Nar, I would encompass it with either snow or water.
I've got both Jewish and Californian blood. When people say Nar, I think of water. All right.
Yeah, I would think of snow, like a big snowstorm, big snow hill. Like, man, I got some sweet Nar. Yeah, and then
any substance you can ride on.
Riding on it. Yeah, so maybe that's what they're referring to is you can ride on the rail. That's the
riding
Nar.
on the line. Yeah,
You're riding on the Nar.
The
Well,
Nar is, I guess, the air and then the metal cording. I don't know.
SMB, we come together. Come together.
Yeah.
No.
I like Captain Planet, but with Cartman.
Nar, boy.
It's some Nar.
What the fuck?
I have a question. Could we review the best ways to hold the rope again?
Really? You're gonna make us all listen to it again because you couldn't understand? Really?
Why?
It's how all of us feel when you're in school or a lesson, employee meeting, whatever it is, work, balance, life, and you just feel like, all right, let's get this fucking over with. And then there has to be that one asshole that's like, I'd like to review subsection 2.5. When you were referring to employee benefits, and you're just thinking in your head,
you didn't give us any homework. Yeah, right. That kid was always named Steven, by the way. I don't know why, but it was always a Steven.
Let's get out there and get zipping.
Jesus Christ! Finally!
The boys think their ordeal is over, but what they don't realize is that things are about to go from bad to worse.
Here we go, guys! Ziplining! Everyone just step on in the shuttle.
Shuttle? How long do we have to take the shuttle?
It's about 45 minutes.
It's a devastating
I would
blow.
quit right there.
For Kyle,
Fuck
it's almost too much to bear. His brain is already lacking excitement, and now just the word shuttle makes Kyle's brain fire neurons that bring up memories of just how lame shuttles can be.
And they're like showing footage of like India.
Jesus Christ!
Well, come on, we don't have a choice.
Holy shit!
Oh, hold on, man.
Every time.
So they said he's thinking of bad moments in shuttles, and you got like the weird footage of like Indian guys getting on one bus, and there's like 600 of them. We've all seen that before. And then they show the Challenger explosion, and then it's all over at that point.
They just boom. Here's the Challenger. Like the only way they could have made that worse is if they had followed it up with what was the other one?
Sorry, I'm laughing.
Apollo 2, like.
Yeah, there was the Columbia like disintegrated when it was coming back in, and like the video on that is fucking gnarly too.
Yeah, you're right.
They were catching that Nar for sure, eh, Joe?
Shaka bra. Pretty sure those were their last words.
All right, Matt. Speaking of Shaka bra.
God, I'm going to hell for that one.
That's all right. Anyone but Mormons are.
So they get in they get in the shuttle.
Yeah.
And of course, this is where we are going to, I think, get one of the infamous lines from South Park. But you know what? To make a long story short, I'll just play the clip.
All right, guys, should be about 45 minutes to the freshest Nar. Why don't we go around the van and get to know each other a little bit?
Oh my
That's
God.
okay.
Well, my name's Pete Nichols, and this is my wife, Donna. And, make a long story short, we came out here to see our relatives who live down in Moab. They, been living there about 20 years now, and, long story short, they told us that as long as we were in the Rockies, we should try ziplining. So, long story short, we looked around in the newspapers and on the internet and on billboards and, you know, make a long story short, we found this company and thought we'd give her a try. So then we called and made a reservation, and that's when, you know, long story short, we just...
It's almost 3 o'clock.
People but talk to freaking everybody on earth. He was also like one of those like trolley tour driver types, so he was like surrounded by these kinds of people all the time because he was literally the driver. So like talking to him was just, oh my God, it was like listening to an infomercial. It's like, dude, shut up, no one cares.
No one cares. That's right. No one cares about these people. No one cares about these people. I'm just saying.
These so nihilistic there for 5 seconds.
Like that. Like that. So after the boys arrive at the spot, the boys get to finally go ziplining, learning that it is in fact lame, dude. It's fucking lame. Very boring. This upsets them severely, and they realize they're wasting their last day of spring break. Oh, spring break, I guess is what it was. Not the summer. It was a spring break vacation.
Which is even worse because it's like, you know, summer you've had a couple months. Spring break was at a week. It's been so long since I've been in school at this point. Isn't that like a week?
Yeah.
Maybe a week and change. It's like, oh, dude. No, man. That's not even enough time to complete Skyrim, bro.
Those are all good
hey,
points.
You're finally awake.
Those are all good points.
We used to get high and say that to each other all the time back in my old place. You're finally awake.
So,
but to make a long story short,
after they learn there are 16 more ziplining spots to go, they scream for help. Cartman and Kyle later start arguing who came up with the idea of ziplining in the first place. However, Stan breaks up this argument saying that they can make it out somehow, as he reveals in the diary confessions that he's actually the one that came up with it. They later make up an excuse to leave, telling the employees that Kenny is bleeding severely from his cold sores, aka herpes. And the employee says that they cannot do anything from zipline down. However, one of the employees recommends going to a horse ranch near the ziplining site, saying that they could probably get a ride back. So jump back into the episode here as the boys are going to continue. We're going to show you what happens when the boys finally arrive at the zipline, but not before showing you the ongoing case of Eric Cartman's struggle with Mountain Dew, Double Dew, and Diet Double Dew, because it's just diet, dude. Diet doesn't give diarrhea. But we'll start with regular.
The shuttle.
We're getting close.
Mountain
You guys
Dew.
getting psyched? Woo!
But what the boys don't realize is that a massive storm is brewing. Last night, Eric Cartman had Kung Pao spaghetti from California Pizza Kitchen. Inside Eric's stomach, the Kung Pao has just met with the Del Taco he ate for breakfast. It has already started to tear down the layers of barbecue BK toppers that have been building up for months. And now, to compensate for all the annoying tourists, Eric is ingesting massive amounts of Mountain Dew. The caffeine and sugar turns the soupy fast food liquid in his stomach into a toxic gas. When the gas is released, it carries with it tiny particles of Eric's fecal matter which floats up and into Kyle's nasal passage.
Dude, did you fart? No.
All right, guys, we're here.
That's definitely how you fart and then say that you didn't. Same exact tone.
They made it, guys. They made it to the freaking site, right?
Yeah, the very exciting zip line.
They made it to the ziplining spot here, guys. And here's what's going to happen. Now they finally get to zipline. They're so excited here.
Looks like we got some good gnar to zipline through today. But before we climb up and start ziplining, does anyone care to know about these trees' biology?
The tree's biology?
We are running a little late, but if anyone really wants to know, we could take a few minutes.
Say that again?
I swear if that guy raised his fucking hand.
Scoop, what did you say?
I'm sorry. Can I know about the tree's biology? Thank you. That'd be dope. Mind
Scoop
if I take
would.
some pictures too. Hey, Darlene, stand next to the tree. Let's go. Look how pretty the wood is.
I'm telling you. Scoop's one of those guys that's like, hey, can you take our photo? And it's just a tree. Isn't that right, Joe?
Yeah.
The couple, here we go, who showed up late, and he's got his fucking camera.
A more extensive area than other American.
So after asshole gets his biology lesson, we finally get to go ziplining.
All right, remember to keep your hands clear of the cable and just let your equipment do the work.
Now,
when you're about halfway down the zip line, the camera's going to take your picture. So when I call out,
Shaka bra,
look up and give the camera a nice shaka bra.
Now, when you get this information,
the pictures you'll probably have to pay for. Sorry,
now,
Matt. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you get this information, you should be immediately clued into the fact that this is not going to be good. Because anything that ends with some more halfway along the thing of a picture, you already fucking know they've monetized this and somehow turned it into some sort of amusement ride, and it's mostly probably not even fun anymore.
Yeah, that's when the Jurassic Park ride at Universal started to suck. It's like they lowered all the ramps when you dip into the water, and then they added a camera, and then they were like, oh, when the T-Rex's eyes glow red, everyone make a funny face. It's like, dude, I was expecting the age-old 60-footer, and then you hit that crap like gnar, and then it was like 5 feet at that point. They totally, and then they got rid of the Indiana Jones and the Tomb Raider rides. I'm like, stop this.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear you say zipline.
Zipline. Zipline.
Shaka bra. Woohoo! All right, nice zip.
Well, how was it, Cartman?
And of course, as I mentioned, Cartman then is going to emphatically explain. His fucking name, dude.
Totally fucking stupid, dude.
Stupid, dude.
Oh, really? Yeah, dude, it's fucking boring as shit.
All right, Kyle, give me a zip line.
So now Kyle is going to take his zip line turn.
Zip line.
Shaka bra.
And watch this. He takes a picture, and you can just that angry. I'm so pissed. This fucking stupid.
Dude, and all these activities suck, Matt, because it's like you got these strangers trying to act all happy, and they're touching you, and they're like putting their hands on your body and attaching things to you. And I'm like, this might sound antithetical, but I don't want no man touching me when I'm out in the wilderness.
Whoa, that's a lie.
I was gonna say, in the right situation, I feel you'd be okay with that.
They
call me Dane Michaels, yes.
I call bullshit on that. I think you are always serving up a plate of Dane Baconator any chance you get.
We call it Dane's Double.
Dane's Double. The Baconator.
Oh,
what
man,
a Baconator.
Now I want Wendy's and In-N-Out.
Ooh, together?
I bet you do, boy.
Like I heard Baconator and Double. Oh, you son of a...
You should do.
Joe meant it in a different way, though. Joe meant it in the same way I meant it. He was like, I want Wendy's and some In-N-Out.
Scoop, you should fucking go to In-N-Out, go to Wendy's, and put them together. And that's what you should make. You make a video of that, combining it. See what it tastes like.
It was my idea.
Wear a suit while you do it and eat it in your car. Just like put the camera on the dash.
Do that thing. Everybody likes to.
Yeah, do like the whole food YouTube reviewer thing.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Fuck, why does he get to do this? Like, there's an In-N-Out in town. It's just not next door.
Yeah, but yours
Joe,
is like...
what we want you to do is we want you to put on that heel outfit that you had on Facebook the other day, then go inside of In-N-Out. Show off the tattoo, Joe.
So you want me to go in gear? Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. We want you to live the gimmick, Joe. Be like one of those embarrassing wrestlers that when they go to the airport, they're still in gimmick, which I always hated, by the way. I always thought that was really embarrassing. You're getting on a plane with a wrestler whose like whole gimmick is like, he's like a child at heart. And it's like, everyone thinks he's mentally handicapped. I don't like this.
Fucking, I'll go I'll go Dirty Dave Schultz on
They
a
really
motherfucker.
did that? Like, some of them would just not leave character?
Oh, bro, so many wrestlers.
I never
man.
got into wrestling like that, so they really wouldn't get out of character.
Dude, they don't. Joe knows this. Matt knows this too.
Yeah,
Wrestlers literally do that.
But I'll give luchadors a pass.
Oh, they gotta. That's like cultural.
Yeah, exactly. Luchadors get a pass, but like anyone else.
Yeah, but luchadors get a pass, but you don't see the fucking Great Muta going into McDonald's and spraying green shit at them.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, exactly. Like Keiji Muto doesn't like painting his face up and.
Yeah, exactly. The only person that does work though with is the Iron Sheik. God rest his soul.
Cheeky baby.
So here's where the boys now realize that there's a lot more ziplining to come.
They have just wasted hours of their time. And that is when the unthinkable happens.
All right, guys, let's get moving. Only 10 minutes to our next zip line. Yeah!
The next zip line? What are you talking about?
See, now if we put it into context here, I'm thinking out loud. Maybe this is just me, right? $70. You're going to go on like 15 zips. Like, I mean, if you want to go fucking ziplining, then that kind of seems like it might be worth it. You're getting the lunch. You're getting shuttled around. You're getting to go on all these zips. If you're really into the zips, then I feel like this would definitely be something you would pay for. I mean, would that be fair to say then? Because it's not just one zip now, you know?
It gets your money's worth. It's probably better than kayaking, even though kayaking in this universe is $6 an hour. But it's like, dude, everyone expects ziplining, just like these kids, as like that Just Cause 3 shit where you're like fucking throwing shit over a rope and you're like, yeah, and it's not. It's just not.
It's just not. Well, here's
I mean, like $18 per zip line isn't too bad. Oh wait, no, there's 5. Fuck.
15.
15.
Yeah, well,
there we go.
Yeah, I mean,
14.
it's 15. Yeah, so
It's
I mean,
not bad.
it's not bad.
It would also be just way more fun to find out where these zips are and then drive to them yourself and then just do your own kind of zip lining. That would be badass.
That would actually be a lot more fun, but maybe it's a closed off thing to them. Who knows?
Oh, it probably is. They have zip
Excuse me,
lining
we aren't
security
going back
cams.
now, aren't we done?
This is a zipline tour. We got 16 more to go.
So there's 17 in total.
Jesus.
Oh my God, that's a nightmare. I don't want to do 17 of anything in a row. I don't care if I'm at Disney. I'm not doing 17 rides. I'm not even eating 17 burgers, 17 men. Like you can't give me anything that's 17 in a single row.
Not even a hot wing contest?
Oh, damn it, Joe. You got me. Joe, you got
broke
me.
up there.
17 wings. 17 jalapeno poppers.
I mean, so if we
17 of a blooming onion.
So if you do the math, if you do the math, it breaks down to like what, $4.25 a fucking zip or something like that. So like, I mean, that seems like pretty cheap now, and you're getting free lunch. I mean, it's something to do when you're old, I guess. I'm not gonna go fucking zip lining. I'm just saying.
Like those have like such a low grade to them. There's like they don't look steep at all. Like fuck that. Like,
no, man. Give me a zip line like in GTA 5 where it's like the top of Mount Chiliad to the bottom of it.
Right.
Let me zip line for like 30 minutes straight of horror.
At least the one in Vegas downtown goes really fast, and like the canopy is all lit up, and you can flip off the people below you, throw up if you're drunk.
Yeah. God, Vegas has so many crazy rides like that. Like they got the roller coaster that like takes you and makes you look down off the edge of a giant building. I'm like, no, I'm only here for hookers. Just kidding.
So here we go.
Wham!
Everyone back in the shuttle.
The boys realize that their ziplining nightmare has only just begun.
Traveling through that. Anyone have any questions about the creek we're about to cross?
Yes. Same asshole.
Like the little green frog one day.
The game time.
Oh my God. It's like being back at church camp.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's at this point, Kyle, the boys have had enough, right? They've gotten to hour 3. They're only into hour 3 of this. And it's now at this point they're going to try and come up with an idea to get the hell out of here, as I mentioned, and they're going to come.
Yeah. All right, you going next, Ricky?
Help! Hey! We're trapped! Somebody help us! No use. There's nobody around for miles. There could be a helicopter. Maybe one will fly overhead. Face it, Stan. Nobody's coming for us. We should have never listened to you, Cal. Me? Yeah, you. In the park this morning? I know. Let's all go ziplining. We've never done that before.
So now they both start blaming each other, of course, because they don't know. And even Stan's face, of course, says it all. He's shocked that they forget.
Oh, no. Don't try to pin this on me. You're the one who brought it up. I brought it up because you already brought it up. That's when I realized nobody remembered. Nobody remembered it was me who came up with the idea to go ziplining. You fat piece of shit! Fuck you, Cal! Guys, does it really matter whose idea it was?
Yes.
All right, look, we can make it, you guys. We can't
Yeah, a
panic.
little bit.
If the four of us don't zipline, the tour will move faster. We are gonna make it out of here, okay?
We're going to make it out of here, okay?
It's like the guy in my friend group back in the day that was like, hey guys, well, let's all go see Indiana Jones 4. It's like, really, dude? Really? Who said that? Was that you? It was Chase. It was fucking Chase. Fuck you, Chase. Indiana Jones 4, he said.
Goddamn Indiana Jones 4.
Yeah. But we got to see Speed Racer right after that, so it's fine.
Okay. Here's
That was a
Cartman.
useless story. Sorry, go ahead.
Here's Cartman again with the Mountain Dew.
Is that Eric's body is already shutting down from stage 4
double do
diarrhea.
now.
Inside his stomach, bile has just dislodged in Arby's Ultimate Angus. In the average human, this would only cause mild diarrhea. But Eric Cartman is now drinking Double Dew, a Mountain Dew product with twice the sugar and caffeine of regular Mountain Dew. His rancid feast...
I mean, is that basically just the Mountain Dew energy drink that they ended up making, right? Like, I feel like that's probably what it is. Am I wrong?
Kickstart, yeah.
Kickstart,
Oh,
yeah.
God, there's a Mountain Dew energy drink?
Yeah, Kickstart. You never tried
Oh,
that?
is that what Kickstart is? No.
It's pretty fucking good.
It's stronger than Dew, but it's weaker than Monster.
See, I don't mind Monster, but if I go energy drink, it's got to be sugar-free. Sugar-free Red Bull. It's the greatest thing that's ever been made.
Oh, I just go C4. The C4 energy drinks. Those are good. Those are sugar-free.
I'm wary of any energy drink that makes it sound like it's some kind of explosion and or bomb, because you got like C4 and bombing energy and like anything that makes it go like,
well,
I'm like, no.
it's the same company who does the pre-workout. So, I mean, you basically can use it to either get energy for that or use it right before you go work out. It's pretty nice.
Oh, Jesus. Now you all know Matt has like a massive cock.
Well, I mean, all right. Well, moving on here. I mean, I can't dispute it.
Cheese is now rapidly converting to a thick paste.
I'd say massive.
The diarrhea shoots out of Eric's anus and into his underwear. Eric Cartman is a ticking time bomb.
Oh, no, he is.
Did you just shit your pants?
No? No?
So,
No. Dude, you just shit your pants. Okay, Stan now comes with the plan.
I just tried to keep the tour group moving as fast as possible.
All right, guys, this is where we're going to break for lunch. Come in by the waterfall, gang.
Oh, no. Could we skip lunch and keep going?
Skip a free lunch? Not me.
This guy again. Fucking guy. This fucking guy.
Yeah. He's self-aware that he's fat. Oh.
He shows up late, continues to ask fucking questions. And I mean, I'm not mad about the lunch thing. Everybody wants to probably eat.
Who wants sandwiches? We got
now
turkey.
They got turkey, ham, turkey ham.
Turkey ham.
Coming out of like a melted cooler, so all the Ziploc bags are like soaking wet. Again, this is so accurate. It's scary.
Yeah.
Feels like summer camp, youth camp, church camp, and everything else combined. This is frightening. It's almost triggering.
And they have like no like health card or health code or whatever. That's just like it's like the employees make them in the morning and just throw them in the cooler and like, okay, they'll be all right by lunch.
Yeah, warm mayonnaise. It's like, dude, don't even call like the health code. Don't call the FDA. Just call the ATF at this point. Just get rid of everyone Waco style. This whole thing needs to be burnt to the ground.
Michael
Free
is
lunch?
David
Not
Koresh.
me.
Exactly. In the woods.
Who wants sandwiches? We got turkey.
Turkey,
Ham.
Turkey ham.
Turkey ham. Long story short, we picked
Help.
up back.
You
Give
guys,
her any help
seriously,
with sticks in
something's
the
wrong
ground.
in my tummy. Then stop drinking Double Do, fat ass.
And of course, Cartman's gonna retort, "This is not Double Do, it's Diet Double Do.
This is Diet Double Do, Kyle. It only
It only has half the sugar and half the caffeine of a Double Do, which is essentially
Regular do.
Yeah, it even says do the math.
That's the Mountain Dew.
Do the math, bro.
I fucking love this. I don't know why. It always hits me because it's just fucking Mountain Dew. But the way the creators of South Park get around trademark Diet Double Dew, so that it's not fucking regular Mountain Dew.
It's also ridiculous because diet drinks aren't supposed to have sugar, caffeine. Oh my god!
Oh, that's true. Half the sugar, half the caffeine of a double. You're right. Diet's supposed to have
That's not
nothing.
even diet, though. It's everything Cartman wants in a drink.
It's supposed to be Splenda.
only has half the caffeine and sugar of Double Do. Oh man, you guys, I gotta get to a bathroom fast. You're in a forest. Go take a crap. If I crap in the woods, the blood will attract beavers, Cal.
Now that's actually not accurate. The blood will attract bears. Bears. That's what puts the whole office in jeopardy.
Cougars.
Wait, blood attracts cougars?
I'm just sure blood attracts predators of all kind.
Old women and new.
Isn't that what makes them predators?
Wait, I once again, Cartman coming up with bangers.
That's why I immediately went.
Yeah, exactly. Cartman literally coming in with the bangers because he just automatically goes, yeah, if I shit, I'm going to shit blood and that'll attract beavers. It's going right back to Chipotle pants. It's like, Cartman, you should not be shitting blood. That's not a good thing.
Here is the boys continuing on about the beavers and the blood, as apparently that attracts beavers.
Hey, is that what they taught you, Matt, when you were growing up? Instead of birds and the bees, it was beavers and the blood.
Beavers and the bloods. Let me tell you about the beavers and the bloods and the Crips and the thugs and the thing called gangster life. Bang, bang.
Bless y'all.
Don't you fucking throw up signs, White Joe.
Oh, you mean the little kid with the herpes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not herpes, it's a cold sore. Right, sorry.
Right,
Yeah,
sorry.
his cold sore is really bad, and he's losing blood, so we gotta go.
Geez, sorry, dude, but we're at the summit. Our only way down is to zip down.
Zipline!
What about the stables?
Wait, I don't understand. Okay, first off,
Ooh, that looks good.
you got a fucking car, right? You're in a fucking car, and oh wow, that did make that look really good.
Wait, hold on a second. We could have done that the whole time.
I don't know why. All I did was all I did was click on it and it finally made it full screen. That's nice.
Wait, real quick, Joe. How the fuck do you know how to do that, dude? What the fuck kind of wrestling rings are you hanging out in, bro? West End Wrestling United. What the fuck are you doing? Joe just did like the perfect blood sign. I don't even know how to do that. I have Caucasian fingers. What are you doing? Holy shit! That was Snoop levels of perfect.
Let's see it,
That man
Joe.
does not move.
Snoop is a crip, dude.
Yeah, Snoop's a crip.
You're just so goddamn it.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Snoop.
God damn it.
God, I'm whiter than Martha is. Damn.
Please
Prayers
move
up,
on
Snoop.
before I start crying.
So- I'm so sorry, man.
There's a ranch right past that hill that rents out horses. I bet they could get you back.
Suddenly, Stan says he knows about some horse stables. It seemed too good to be true.
Now let me get this straight.
Now, they never really explain that they're telling the kids, look, or they never really explain, I'm sorry, that the kids, I guess the kids don't fucking see signs anywhere that says that they're being charged, they're going to get charged again, or this is some sort of fucking Pony Express ride. You know what I mean? Travel in the backwoods, deliver the mail. Like, fuck.
Here comes Paul Revere.
Yeah, here comes Paul Revere with the red cards there. The red cards are coming around. The British are coming. The Predators are coming. So the guy's like, okay, I'll help you.
You want 4 horses, 1 for each of you?
Yes, please.
Well, I think we can set you up.
Oh, thank God. You see, guys, this is going to be sweet after all.
Step right out here and we'll get you going. Got 4 more for you, Duncan. All right.
So, and once again, the children realize that they have made a grave mistake.
4 young boys in Colorado are on a trip from hell.
And we're back from commercial.
Yep.
Trapped in a tour group on horseback that is only allowed to travel 4 miles an hour.
Can we please go faster?
I'm so
We got some
bored.
lunch set up for you up ahead. Some
Turkey sandwiches?
and diet double do.
Double do.
So anyway, long story short, I was born in 1953 at 6 in the morning.
An attempt to make a bad day better.
Oh,
That guy. To make a long story short, I was born in 1930, whatever, at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning, blah, blah.
that guy came out with the date and time. Oh my god.
It was a
And
warm, sunny
so-
afternoon when Billy came up through the hill. He knew
Yeah,
that it was
dude.
going to be a warm, frosty day because he was awaiting a brand new little brother.
Yeah, I'm not here to write your biography, man, all right?
Becomes a descent into madness on
No.
I should have
Never
never
go-
thought horseback
running
riding
would-
would be any better than ziplining.
I should have never thought horseback riding would be any better than ziplining. They're stuck on the horses.
This here waterfall is called Heartbreak Falls. Would y'all like to know why it's called Heartbreak Falls?
Well, I certainly would.
They got one of those there.
Kyle, come on, wake up.
So Kyle, of
Go.
course, is fading, and he's fading fast, boys. He's not doing too well, but the boys are going to come to the. But Stan's going to save him, or at least he thinks is, because he's going to say, "Hey,
Go without me. No, we're
Oh,
not
I'm going to
leaving
get us out
Kyle.
here."
I can't take it anymore.
No.
Why do
You're
people
not.
say long story short?
Long story
We're not
short,
making it short.
I'm making stories, Stan.
I just sat there watching Kyle die, and I wanted to tell him the truth right there.
Oh my god, that might be a little extreme, you know.
I don't know, man. Have you ever been stuck listening to what Stan called the white, or Kyle called the white people stories? Oh my god, you really do. You start to see the light, and you want to run to it.
What do you got there, Scoop? What is that?
Is that Diet Double Do?
That Diet Double D, you son of a bitch.
Diet double Pepsi.
Triple, double, diet, quadruple do.
Okay.
I swear to God, I thought that was like a 2-liter Pepsi bottle with peanuts in it. I'm like, okay, what kind of the country are you from?
That would be weird.
They do that. You've never heard of that?
I've heard of it.
Then and there. But then this fire rose up inside me. I thought I can find us a way out. I ran off and went searching for I don't know how long, 12 minutes, and that's when I found it. You guys, get
12
up!
minutes.
Listen to me. There's a
It's a good call. That's good. 12 minutes. So it's at this point, South Park is going to venture into something that they have never done. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in the history of South Park,
Mm-hmm.
our 4 lovable boys are going to be reimagined in our own reality.
Ooh,
As-
as puppies?
No, not as puppets, Dane. As
No.
human beings, as portrayed by 4 actors. In the next upcoming scene, we'll see Stan, Kyle, Kenny, and Cartman as people, human beings in real world, human life that we exist in. And not only that, we're going to get probably one of my favorite lines from this episode, and that's I should have never gone on a goddamn boat. So let's go ahead. We'll jump back into this portion of the episode.
lake 100 yards down that way. They've got a marina with boats just sitting there. A marina? We can take a boat, you guys. We can probably take it all the way back to Fairplay. What's the point? Come on, you guys, a boat.
Also, I feel like that's maybe the first official time South Park has alluded to the actual city where they're from by saying fair play out loud. Now, we know we've seen South
Fairly-
Park.
Near fair play. So, like, if Trey grew up in Conifer and then Matt was more south, yeah, I guess South Park would be in like the center. There's Conifer, there's fair
Well, South
play.
Park is the county. South Park is
Denver.
the county. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's the
Oh,
Park
county.
is it really is Park County.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
And
Yeah, it's
so
just the
South
county.
Park means South Park County, the southern
Of the
part
Park County.
Park
Yeah, the
County.
county. Yeah, yeah. And that's why
This is
fair.
why Joe's the trivia god. I ain't never thought of that shit.
and that's why Fair Play itself, I've gone there and lived, in Colorado too, so I understood what Joe's talking about. Fair Play would probably be the closest town to the quote unquote little mountain town, which is why everybody considers Fair Play the town, like when you drive through tourism and all this other stuff.
Yeah, and that's where they have like all the cutouts and shit set up.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, is that where the South Park town is? It's in Fair Play?
It's technically not in Fair Play, but it's like, because if you think about it, South Park is a quiet little mountain town. So like Fair Play is not necessarily in the mountains. You know what I mean? So, but it would be within that context. Like, it'd be like if you were to go into Fair Play and then apparently go into the mountains, that's would be considered where South Park would be, quote unquote. Even though I don't think there's like any city up there. You know what I mean? I think Fair Play is the closest to that. So. Okay. From what I understood and interpreted based on my prior research.
Yeah, basically it's at the foot of the mountains, and then if you go further up towards Alma and Alma Junction and everything, it would probably be somewhere between the South Park City Museum is in Fair Play though, but would probably be somewhere between Fair Play and Alma Junction. For like the 5 people from
Salmonella Junction?
Salmonella Junction, yes.
Sure. Sure. For like the 5 people from Colorado that live, Alma, but yeah.
All right, there we go. Little catch up there. So here's the boys, as we mentioned, Stan on a boat.
Boat all to ourselves, it'll be fun. What could possibly go wrong?
This guy's on a boat.
Following program contains graphic reenactments that may be
Now this would probably be something Butters couldn't watch, right? He would have to leave the room. Viewer discretion. Okay. Derek closes his eyes. All right, so here we go.
Disturbing to some audience members.
Viewer discretion.
4 young boys in Colorado are on a trip from hell.
Now, as the first time you watch this, you're like, what the fuck's about to go down? They're showing an actual, like, B-roll footage of a boat. This isn't animated anymore.
Trapped on a 42-foot
and then once you get to this part, you start
which is only allowed to go 5 miles an hour.
Because we keep getting screwed over by your diarrhea. Well, it's not my diarrhea's fault, but you took us all ziplining, you fucking Jew.
You fucking Jew.
That sounds crazy in person, dude. That's insane. Oh, man.
Insane in the brain.
Ziplining was your idea, you fat ass.
The 4th graders are in a nightmare they cannot escape.
Kenny, whose idea was it to go ziplining, mine or Kyle's?
I don't know. I really don't give a shit.
Yeah, shit. And they zoom in on the herpes.
That's exactly how he would talk, yeah. Oh, God.
That's some really
4
great
elementary school boys. An already tragic day becomes a descent into madness. I should have never gotten on a goddamn boat.
It's called the Puffin. That's incredible.
I fucking love that. I should have never gotten on a goddamn boat. So, by the way, earlier I watched this episode. Bad mistake eating. Shouldn't have eaten while I watched this episode.
Yeah. No, especially with all the close-ups of the gut. Yeah.
Right here. Well, not this part. This is it. This is the part where Kyle tells him you're not shitting on the boat and stinking up the whole boat. Here. So you've got to shit off the side.
You're taking a crap off the side into the water.
The events in this film took place over 4 hours in the Colorado Rockies.
Oh God!
Oh my God! Why? Oh my God!
It was at this point I had taken a bite into my turkey and cheese sandwich, and then I watched this actor fart and shit off the side of it.
Matt was in the middle of his chocolate McFlurry when this occurred.
But this was a nice callback.
And he injected beavers just like he said.
Beavers, no.
Oh, I've never noticed that. Is that a giant beaver? That's a fucking beaver. Oh man, they're coming for the blood.
Kenny even screams beavers and points at them.
Yep, he does exactly.
Beavers!
Just
this is a true story.
Separate B-roll of a beaver.
Yeah, they just purchased some fucking generic B-roll off the fucking website and threw it in there.
Yeah.
That would technically be the second time they've done Kenny's voice unadulterated, because Mysterion, he obviously disguises it, but like there's like this and when Mike Judge did the voice in the movie.
Goodbye, you guys.
That's a good point. So here's Kyle comes with the idea. Hey, let's drink some of Cartman's Double Do. And
We'll also blanket, Joe.
And Cartman's like, I'm not sharing with Kenny because he's got herpes.
I don't know. I just thought if we all drank the Mountain Dew, the caffeine and the sugar would help us stay awake. I told Cartman he had to share it.
I'm not sharing it with Kenny. He has herpes.
He has herpes.
Fuck you, Cartman.
Fuck you, Cartman.
It's my favorite line in the whole episode. Hey.
This guy playing Kenny is incredible. This is a great delivery.
Yeah.
So they all drink the Mountain Dew together, and look, they all get herpes together.
It any worse.
Kenny? Kenny!
Kenny dies. Kenny's dead.
It cuts through him. And he's just wigged out on the back of the boat.
He's dead.
Kerner?
You bastard.
Kenny McCormick has died of boredom.
Oh my god. They killed Kenny. You bastards! No, not they. You! Look what your ziplining idea has done. You killed Kenny. You're the bastard! It wasn't my idea. It was yours. You killed Kenny, you bastard!
And finally, I couldn't hold it in anymore.
So this is the point. Stan, he has to come clean because of two reasons. One, he did it. And two, it would be kind of a shock if he what happens next, because he's going to admit to them that there was a reason behind the zipline. He was going to receive a gift.
Ulterior fucking motives.
Ulterior
It
motives.
was me. My idea. You? 4 days ago, I came across a brochure for ziplining.
He pulls out a pamphlet
He
here.
still has it in
Yeah,
his
he still
pocket.
has it in his pocket. You're right. Like he didn't get rid of it.
Well, it's expositional.
Thought it would be fun.
I love how it's, instead of it being like a live picture, it's literally drawn in the South Park style.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like right on the
God
nose.
damn it, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Right on the nose. But
I only acted like it was an idea we all came up with together.
now, question: what is that under that? I was actually now that we're looking at the pamphlet. What is that like a state of something or a country? Do you see that?
What?
Under the second picture. What's the second picture? The first picture is somebody ziplining, but what's the thing under it?
Is that like, it's not the Colorado flag. I don't know what the fuck it
Like
is.
a bubble with something. So it's like, what is it? Like a submarine or some shit?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
Is
I
that
don't
like
know.
a picture of one of their kayaks? I got no clue.
I have no idea. I freaking idea.
Like it was an idea we all came up with together.
Is it just me, or did the lighting of the episode get brighter? Is that just me?
Oh, it got way brighter. I mean,
Okay.
they probably like they filmed this one earlier and then took
Yeah.
off and did everything after.
So you intended for us to go ziplining all along? Why, Stan? If you signed up 3 friends, you got a free iPod Nano.
Oh,
I also like the way he has to talk with the, like, put the herpes makeup on. It's pretty fucking incredible.
Karma.
Yeah.
Fucking karma.
I'm telling you.
Oh, boys. Yeah, so Kyle, Cartman, they're of course pissed because basically Stan sold his friends down the river, literally, for a fucking iPod Nano. You know? These are the facts, people. These are the facts.
You sold us out for an iPod Nano? I had no idea ziplining would be so boring.
Yeah. Kenny literally died, Stan.
You killed Kenny.
You killed Kenny.
You bastard.
You bastard! You bastard, Stan!
He's good. His overacting's kind of funny. This guy.
Honestly, regardless of what the Kenny's still dead, but he's looking on at Stan like, how could you? Yeah.
And you just see Kyle now crying in Cartman's arms and Stan continuing to cry.
Everyone's just doing an incredible job.
How many iPod Nanos is friendship worth?
Yeah.
I guess one.
Apparently one. Yeah. Exactly.
Now, this is funny. Stan's crying, but he's not crying about that. He's more or less crying about the fact that he got an older generation iPod Nano and he can't exchange it.
The hardest part about it is knowing you can't take it back. I mean, it was a 5th generation Nano, so I can't trade it in anywhere.
Ooh, God, they gave you one of the old Nanos? Dude, that fine
squares.
print, when it doesn't exist, it exists. Terrible.
Little squares. A little square. Yeah.
But then, miraculously,
guys, this is where the episode comes to a conclusion. You see,
Biggest swerve ever.
after they are just thinking that their time has come to an end, they're just about to die, Mr. Hanky comes to save them and bring them home, taking them aboard his magical helicopter in his 737 and the Poo-Choo Express. The voice continuing the narration reveals that Kenny's corpse was left at his family's home. Cartman and Stan were treated for cold sore herpes, and Kyle was put in the hospital for 27 days, and he had to have fecal matter removed from his nose. After Stan was treated for his condition, he successfully raised awareness about the dangers of ziplining through popular videos, of course, resulting in him once again becoming popular and finding himself in San Diego. 2 weeks after he was treated, Cartman begins drinking Diet Double Do again, namely because he believed that diet sodas, of course, can't give you diarrhea. Can't give you diarrhea. That's not possible.
Not that they're healthier, but that he won't liquid shit again.
Exactly. So here's the Mr. Hanky. There it is. It's a actual poop that looks like it was taken by a dog. And then he says, "Hello, boys.
Boys, let's get you back home."
His fucking voice.
Hello, boys."
They even gave him a reenactment voice. Motherfucker sounds like
like the exact opposite of what he actually sounds like.
Being high, being low, and his voice. You're right, exactly. And now here comes Mr. Hanky on his helicopter.
We were saved. It was over.
After nearly 4 hours in the Colorado wilderness, the boys are finally going home. From the boat, the boys were airlifted aboard Mr. Hanky's magical helicopter. In the 4 hours since they had left home, the boys had traveled so far that Mr. Hanky then had to fly them on his 737. From there, it was only an hour ride back home.
On the Poo-Choo Express. Poo-Choo train.
Poo-Choo train is my favorite train.
The thing.
Yeah.
Four friends, torn apart by tragedy, would now start the long journey back to forgiveness. Kenny McCormick's remains were finally brought home to his parents, and the boys received treatment for their herpes.
No, I didn't get herpes. I just had a cold sore.
Kyle Broflovsky spent 27 days in the hospital, having fecal matter removed from his nasal passages. Stan Marsh dedicated himself to raising awareness about the boredom risks of ziplining. His awareness videos became so popular that Stan once again ended up jacking it in San Diego.
Yep, that's fair. Just like on Butterballs. Back-to-back episodes done.
Yes, we gotta erect a statue of him, so to speak.
As for Eric Cartman, he refused to let the tragedy stop him from doing what he loves most. In just 2 weeks, he was back to drinking Diet Double Do, defiant to do the math.
It's diet, dude. Diet soda doesn't give you diarrhea.
It's the best thing to fucking close on.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is how this episode concludes. We'll be right back now on the other side with more pop culture trivia and more information. We'll be right back. subscribe to Suck My Balls, a South Park review on Spotify, Apple's, iTunes, anywhere you want to download a podcast. Just type that in, subscribe to our feed. You'll get the latest, greatest episode each and every week. You can also listen to us on YouTube and go back and watch some videos or any of our library. It's all there. Suck My Balls, South Park review. Welcome back now on the other side. Of course, we appreciate you. We want to thank you for checking out our podcast. Please go to linktr.ee/SouthParkPod, our landing page where you can see all of our links. Shout out to Spreaker. If you're listening through their app or any other podcast outlet, they provide all the ads for us. So thanks for checking out our podcast. So let's go ahead and we'll kick this off here. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is a doctor of thugonomics, punkonomics, polyphonics, and of course, Scooponomics. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is the 2022 Red Rocks Day 1 South Park Trivia Champion. He is affectionately known as a trivia God. Joe Vernola.
Hi, Joe.
Howdy ho. As with the parents and the episodes after chickenpox, the boys do not appear to have herpes anytime after this episode. As we all know, in real life, this is not possible, as herpes has no known cure and is with you for life. As we touched on earlier, they showed images of the Space Shuttle Challenger when talking about how lame shuttles can be. Cartman is technically correct when he says it's just a cold sore because cold sores are a type of herpes and vice versa. The live-action boat scene was filmed at Marina del Rey Harbor in Los Angeles, although the actual little pond would have been somewhere off the 285 outside of Fairplay. It's on a map, look at it. The actors portraying the boys during the live-action reenactments are Michael Zazzarino as Stan Marsh, Brandon Hardesty as Eric Cartman, Eli Bildner as Kyle Broflovsky, and Josh Barron as Kenny McCormick. The boys are the only recurring characters that have speaking roles in this episode. This is the second episode with the documentary theme. The first episode was Crippled Summer, which was based off, I can't remember the name of the show right now. It was on A&E. It was Addiction, something like that. Yeah. The episode is the second reference.
Addiction,
yes.
You're right. Yeah, I remember that stupid show, My Addiction or whatever, and people were addicted not just to drugs, but to other crazy things too, like licking things and eating fucking like lint from a couch or something like that, cushions and shit like that. It was a lot of weird. My Crazy Strange Addiction. There it is.
No, I think that was a different show. Like this one was like literally.
Oh, the drug addict one?
Yeah.
The drug addict one too. Okay,
that's
you're right.
Because Crippled Summer was following Tally and the Bee story, and so it was making fun of that show.
For summer? Right, you're right.
Yep.
Intervention.
This is the second reference to a program on Animal Planet. The first being Chupacabra. Wasn't Whale Wars on Animal Planet, or was that on like Full Blown Discovery?
Oh God, I don't know. Both sound right, honestly.
Mr. Animal Planet, Mr. Animal Planet Encyclopedia doesn't know. Come on, Dan, what the fuck? Get it together. Get it together.
You know me. I'm the walking Animal Planet.
So right. During the live-action reenactment, the actors portraying Kenny and Kyle have brown hair instead of blonde and red, respectively, and the actor portraying Cartman has the wrong-colored shirt. These inconsistencies basically are a parody of reenactments from reality shows, informative murder porn, things like that, which really lack detail and are over-traumatized.
There.
Mr. Hankey's aircraft, the 737, is obviously in homage. Is actually not an homage to the 737, as that's only twin engines. The quad engine of the 737 is more akin to a Boeing 747.
Okay, all right.
Kenny was the only one that did not get interviewed for the episode, as he was already dead. Just like, any episode of I Shouldn't
That
Be Alive.
makes sense.
Kyle had the idea of going to the city pool in the beginning of the episode, despite the fact that he is grossed out by them in the episode P. The picture of Kyle in the hospital at the end of the episode has a calendar displaying April 2012, which, as we already discussed at the beginning of the podcast, is when the episode aired. The boat being used in the live reenactment scenes is owned by Trey Parker's father. This is according to Cartman's actor on the official South Park wiki. It is a Chaparral 400 Premier, which was named the Boat of the Year in 2008.
It's a nice boat.
It is.
Nice
And
boat.
ladies and gentlemen, that is your trivia. And now, it's time. Oh boy, is it really, really time. It's time for some pop culture with Dean Becker.
Coming at you hot, coming at you live, coming at you here in April 2011. The entire episode in its title parodies, of course, as we've said, I Shouldn't Be Alive. Eric Myers is credited as the narrator of I Should Have Never Gone Ziplining. And of course, as Joe already mentioned, he is the narrator of the real show, I Shouldn't Be Alive, as well as many others from that time period. Cartman drinking Mountain Dew is a reference to the ad campaign that was promoting it as an extreme sports beverage. I didn't even know that had happened. That's disgusting. When Michael, the zipline instructor, God rest his soul, talks to himself on the safety video, it may be a reference to the Mr. DNA video from Jurassic Park. Oh, God, I didn't even think of that. Oh, God, that's where it all started. Stupid old fat guy. Cartman is shown to wear Cornucopia brand underwear, which is, of course, a likely parody of the Fruit of the Loom company, whose logo was thought to have a cornucopia in the background, but was turned out to be false, thus giving way to yet another piece of the Mandela effect. And I'm telling you right now, I swear to God, when I was a kid, that fucking logo had a cornucopia in the background. I don't care what Fruit of the Loom says. I've seen it with my own two eyes. You can leave the Bernstein Bears, you can leave Mandela, you can leave all that Shazam crap with Sinbad, but I swear to God, the Fruit of the Loom logo had a cornucopia in the underwear. None of that was written down. I'm just saying it right now, and that is the end to your references to pop culture in this episode.
Wait, people don't think that the cornucopia of all the fucking vegetables and shit wasn't behind the label?
Yeah, Fruit of the Loom itself said we've never had that before, and it did become another example of the Mandela effect, because now you look at the logo and it's like, oh my God, it doesn't have it in the background. But I swear to God.
Dude, I swear to God, I saw that too.
It had it. They're lying. Everyone's lying. Everyone's lying. Something happened. The aliens are real. The Matrix is in existence. Someone updated some kind of firmware and then removed all of it. I swear to God.
It was when CERN launched in 2012. It wasn't the end of the world, but it
changed things, Joe. That's right. It changed things that are just so incremental and annoying that it just pegs at you. It pegs at you like a strong
you can't
woman.
make something called the God particle and not fuck with everything around you.
Okay, so
logos.
I mean, so obviously they had it in their logo, but what they're saying, it was never on the clothes?
No, they're saying it was never on the logo.
No,
they said the cornucopia was never there. It was always just the fruit.
Well, that's not accurate, because like if you go to you're talking about like the lattice or whatever?
Yeah, that the cornucopia is that weird wicker thing in the background.
Oh, wow.
They're saying that was never there, and I'm like, I swear to God, that fruit it had a thing in the back. That's the cornucopia. I didn't know what cornucopia was until this happened. Fruit of the Loom is a bunch of liars. They're working for the government, man. All right, Matt, what do we got next? I want to make you introduce me yet again.
So, like, I know that, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Guess we're doing this again. Give it up for Dane Becker and some fucking continuity. There you go.
I told Matt to give me another intro, and that's what he did, which that was the most perfect thing in the world you ever could have done, Matt. All right, guys, continuity from your lovable gay friend. This is the first time since Pink Eye that Kyle is the one to say, oh my God, they killed Kenny. It's been a while, folks. During the closing montage, it was mentioned that Stan made an awareness campaign so successful that he ended up jacking it in San Diego for a second time. And of course, the first incident occurred recently in Butterballs. You got to go watch that episode. It was one of our best.
That's right.
Kenny's death in this episode is the only one of the season. They gave up on it. That was not a part, they advanced past it. And then it came back and then it went away. It's fine. This episode marks the first appearance of Mr. Hanky since the 200 and 201 arc, the ones that you cannot watch anywhere except the internet. However, he speaks only in the reenactment segment, and Trey Parker uses a completely different voice. So was it really Mr. Hanky at all? Cartman insults Kyle for being Jewish, which indicates his attitude. Why is this even one? Which indicates his attitude towards Judaism has already reverted since Chupacabra. Dude, he wasn't even legit when that happened. He's just crazy.
I don't know. By the end of that episode, he said he was Jewish. He did say, Happy Passover.
He is that psychopathic. Maybe he's a self-hating Jew. That we exist. Mr. Hanky's Poo-Choo Train makes a reappearance by mention, having first appeared in Red Sleigh Down. His fecal-built transport fleet is also shown to include the Helicopter and the 737, as Joe so lovingly put it. Again, he's like Batman. He's got all these crap-flavored cars. Last but not least, folks, when Kyle suggests Eric to take a crap in the forest, he replies that the blood will attract beavers. Cartman had already said that he defecates blood regularly in what? Dead celebrities, when he has to buy Billy Mays brand underwear to cover that Chipotle blood crap up. Chipotle. Oh, wait, it wasn't even an underwear.
I'm sorry, Dane. We all can't have a golden rectum like some, yeah.
And that, of course, was your double dip of Dane Becker.
I hope you liked Open Wide and get a big old bite of the double baconator. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your trivia, your pop culture continuity, your full recap. Mr. Vernola, can you please tell me here? Can you tell me what you liked about this episode, please?
Dude, fuck you, Cartman.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
No. That's literally my favorite thing in the entire episode. It's one of my favorite moments in the series, and I like that they went outside the box like this one. And to the people that hate this episode, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yes, and actually, I was going to bring that up too in this portion. I'll get into it. This is a very contentious episode within the South Park community. You either like this episode or you hate this episode. And I can speak for all of us, even though Scoop's having some audio trouble today, which, by the way, he's going to get them fixed. He's got some stuff in the works. It's just hasn't been delivered. Scoop will be back in full force. But Scoop, I would agree with all of us, and I think I can make this statement. This is probably at least in our top 50, right? I mean, this is like a very good episode of South Park.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely top 20%.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that we use live action actors, we parodied popular reality television shows, we made satirical jokes about Double Do, Mountain Double, Diet Double Do, you know, old people. They're making long story short, hanging out with irritable individuals who never shut the fuck up and always ask questions. It was great.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem.
Oh, it's you?
No, you were saying people that.
Sorry.
I was just saying it's me. Hi, I'm the problem.
You fucking have the problem.
He's the problem. It's me.
Dane, what did you think about this episode?
I think it was really strong. I love this episode again. Yeah, probably my top 50 or 20% or however you want to put it. But, you know, it's one of the strengths of South Park's writing that they kind of, you know, crafted this really beautiful A-B storyline format. But when they go just back to having one story, you know, it can annoy a lot of people because a lot of people view it as like, oh, this is boring. You know, it doesn't keep up the usual pace of a South Park episode. But like this one has everything that you want. It's a parody of something. It's extremely accurate. It's funny. Kenny dies. And you get a live action reenactment segment where the guy that plays Stan is so fucking hot. That guy is so insanely attractive. And I'm saying that to the actor playing the boy, not the actual 8-year-old boy. That guy, give me his number immediately. That guy was insanely hot. So if you package all of that together as well as that guy, you're getting at least a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for me, because to me, no South Park goes below at least an 8.5. So,
well, that is a good way to wrap up our final thoughts on this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for another edition of SMB, a South Park Review. I'm Matthew Schaefer. You were joined today by Joe Vernola, Dane Becker, Scoop Jackson. And we're coming up next week for Cartman Finds Love. What happens when Eric Cartman himself becomes the magician? As the time has finally come for Eric to let that special someone know exactly how he feels. It's all coming up next week on another edition of SMV, a South Park Review.
Michael Cesarino, call Dane.